My name is Justin Delatorre. I'm the patrol agent in charge of Imperial Beach Station. We're standing in Smuggler's Gulch right now, which is a significant area historically for the Border Patrol because this area has been used for decades for alien and drug smuggling. And when I started my career here, this canyon alone required 5 agents to maintain effective control of the area. And that's because we didn't have a whole lot of infrastructure. We used to have a fence that was made out of landing mat. That fence helped, but it was pretty easy to compromise, pretty easy to climb. With the most recent improvements, just this past year, we had the completion of the new primary border wall, which is 18 feet high. It has an anti-climb feature. It's made of steel. It also has a concrete base that prevents digging from underneath. And now we're able to control this area with the new infrastructure.
On August 9, 2019, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, in partnership with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, completed construction on approximately 14 miles of new border wall system in U.S. Border Patrol's San Diego sector in California. This project, funded with CBP's fiscal year appropriation, included the construction of 18-foot steel bollards, improved road conditions, and additional technology in place of dilapidated and outdated pedestrian barrier. The construction of the new border wall system supports Border Patrol's ability to impede and deny illegal border crossings and the drug and human smuggling activities of transnational criminal organizations while increasing safety by allowing agents to observe activity just immediately south of the border wall. As of August 9, 2019, CBP has constructed approximately 57 miles of new border wall system since 2017. By the end of 2020, Customs and Borders as well as the Department of Defense expect to construct a total of 450 miles or more of new border wall system if additional funds are identified, including up to 334 miles of new border wall system completed in high-priority locations across the southwest border using a combination of the Department of Homeland Security appropriations, Department of Defense 10U.S.C.284 counter-narcotics funding and Treasury forfeiture funds. This includes an addition of approximately 14 miles of new secondary wall in the same location in San Diego sector funded by the 2018 appropriation, of which over 6 miles have been completed to date. Customs and Border Patrol continues to implement President Trump's Executive Order 13,767, also known as Border Security and Immigration Enforcement Improvements, taking steps to expeditiously plan, design, and construct a physical wall using appropriate materials and technology to most effectively achieve operational control of the southern border. In August 2019, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, in partnership with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, has awarded a contract to construct approximately 11 miles of new levee wall system in 3 non-contiguous segments located within U.S. Border Patrol's Rio Grande Valley sector in Hidalgo County, Texas. The project area begins at the intersection of Conway Road and the U.S. International Boundary and Water Commission levee in Mission, Texas and extends eastward to approximately 1/4 mile west of Stewart Road and the IBWC levee south of San Juan, Texas. The contract for this project was awarded on August 7, 2019 to Southwest Valley Constructors Company for the base contract amount of $80,869,000. The total contract value, including options, is $304,600,000. Construction will take place in locations where no barriers currently exist. The levee wall system will be very similar to previously constructed levee wall in the area during 2008, but the system will also include all-weather roads, lighting, enforcement cameras, and other related technology to create a complete enforcement zone. Border designs for levee wall system consist of steel bollards at a minimum height of 18 feet atop a concrete wall to the height of the existing flood levee. The Trump Wall, commonly referred to as just the Wall, is a name for a proposed expansion of the Mexico-United States barrier during the U.S. presidency of Donald Trump. Throughout his 2016 presidential campaign, Trump called for other construction of a much larger border wall, claiming that if elected, he would build the wall and make Mexico pay for it. At the time, President of Mexico Enrique Peña Nieto said that his country would not pay for the wall. In January 2017, Trump signed Executive Order 13,767, which formally directed the U.S. government to begin attempting wall construction along the U.S. border with Mexico using existing federal funding. Actual construction did not begin at this time due to the significant expense and lack of clarity on how it would be funded. In 2018-19 the federal government was partly shut down for 35 days because of Trump's insistence that he would veto any spending bill that did not include $5.7 billion in border wall funding. In February 2019, Trump signed a declaration of national emergency, saying that the situation at the US-Mexico border is a crisis requiring money allocated for other purposes to be used to build the wall. Congress passed a joint resolution to overturn the emergency order, but Trump vetoed the resolution. In July 2019, the Supreme Court approved the reallocation of $2.5 billion in Department of Defense anti-drug funding to construct the wall while other legal proceedings continue. In September 2019, an additional $3.6 billion was diverted, this time from U.S. military construction projects around the world, including schools for children of American soldiers. In July 2019, U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed that, although they had begun to replace old fencing, no new wall had yet been built. At least 60 miles of replacement wall has been completed since 2017, with 450 miles of new barrier planned to be constructed by the end of 2020. A private organization called We Build the Wall has constructed half a mile of new wall on private property near El Paso, Texas, with Trump's encouragement. The wall or barrier is a series of vertical barriers along the Mexico-United States border aimed at preventing illegal crossings from Mexico into the United States. The barrier is not one contiguous structure, but a discontinuous series of physical obstructions variously classified as fences or walls. Between the physical barriers, security is provided by a virtual fence of sensors, cameras, and other surveillance equipment used to dispatch U.S. Border Patrol agents to suspected migrant crossings. As of January 2009, U.S. Customs and Border Protection reported that it had more than 580 miles of barriers in place. The total length of the continental border is 1,954 miles. Anyways, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell.